Hello and welcome to another edition of Insight News with me, Ian Pelham-Turner and MA Spooner Limited. Today we're going to be talking about the importance of financial planning, budgeting and how to use this as a tool to keep your business on track. So welcome, Michael.
Hi, how you doing? That's great.
It is so important that people know from month to month, week to week, I suppose even day to day, what their financial projections are, how to look after them, and how to keep their business on track constantly. Not to be fooled by one day when you may get a lot of income coming in,
Yes.
and then a week when you don't.
Yes.
So talk us through.
Yes. So financial planning. So the first tool I would say that I would advise our listeners and most of them should do is make sure they get a monthly cash flow forecast. It's an Excel program. You put in all your income at the top, you put in all your expenses, you put it in as a structure for the year first, and then you amend it every single week or every single month to make sure it's updated, and then it projects forwards, it calculates forwards what's going to happen the next month and the month after that. So a cash flow forecast, monthly cash flow forecast, brilliant tool, absolutely essential. Sometimes businesses, people would find it, you've got to actually set time aside, at least an hour, I would say a month at least, to sit down and update your cash flow forecast. But it's absolutely essential in decision making. That's first. Secondly, a budget statement at the beginning of the year, and you update that going forward. And it's a simple tool to look at all the money coming in that you think is going to come in, that you're pretty sure is going to come in, and then all the money that's you're going to be spending coming out. And that snapshot where you can kind of update that, and that helps you with your cash flow, of course, is the next tool. So a budget statement process where you just simply look at everything coming in, everything going out for the year, and you do some work on it. That will give you some insights as to say, am I confident that I'm generating more money than I'm spending? And that helps you to kind of put a brake on your expenditure. You're looking for that new computer or that new software or that new program, and you might look at it and say, well, do I need to buy that this year, or could I leave it for next year? Is it something essential now, or should I wait for next year? So sometimes you need to really give yourself fiscal discipline or financial discipline, and the budget statement really helps you to do that. That's the second tool. And I think the third tool is a profit and loss statement. Profit is sales minus cost of sales minus kind of gross profit, expenses. You knock off all your expenses, and what you're left with is net profit. So use the profit formula to really do a profit and loss statement to say, am I going to make a profit or am I going to make a loss a year? Making a loss isn't always a bad thing, because sometimes you're investing. Many businesses at the beginning of their first 3 to 5 years will make a loss. It's normal practice. So people shouldn't get distressed about making a loss. Well, obviously, when you make a loss, you don't pay corporation tax, of course. But if you make a loss, but as long as you're projected to make a profit at some point, then it's okay. And so what you want to do is do a profit and loss statement. Sales, total sales coming in, minus the cost of sales. That's all your marketing, promotion, selling costs. And then what that produces is your gross profit. And then when you knock off your expenses against gross profit, you're left with net profit. And the net profit gives you an indication of what you're going to have in the bank after everything's spent at the end of the year. So this profit and loss statement is the third tool: budgeting, cash flow forecast, and profit and loss statement. Those are the tools here that we need to do.
I suspect sometimes businesses may be afraid to look at their profit and loss. Obviously, that's why they come to you.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
So, Michael, first of all, how can people contact you?
Yes. We are. First, I'll visit our website www.maspooner.co.uk and phone us. We like to talk to you on the phone, so it's 0203 476 944. 9605. And so give us a ring. Our email address is easy as well. It's admin@maspooner.co.uk. So those are the three usual things. And what we tend to do is we'll have a telephone interview first or a telephone consultation. Then we'll contact you, email, and then we like to do a face-to-face if we can, or a Zoom meeting to try and talk to you and face-to-face and see if we can work out how we can help you. So that's how we kind of work with our clients.
And I suppose the last bit of advice is live your business without fear.
Yeah, of course. The goal, look, part of being an entrepreneur is calculated risk. You're in the business to take risk, but if you do this financial planning, it will offset half of the problems you think you're going to face, you're going to solve simply by just doing decent planning. And that's what we would say to you. So do planning first before you make the decisions, before you spend the money, and you're bound to be in a better place.
Michael, thank you so much for today again. So that was another Insight News with great information again from Michael Spooner, an expert in this field of business planning at the same time. So from me, Ian Pelham-Turner, and from Michael Spooner, thank you for watching. Keep watching. This is the channel if you want to have a successful business. Bye for now.